Imagine this. A crib so luxurious, so over the top, that it could easily be mistaken for a throne, fit for a tiny king or queen. My family went all out, spending an absurd amount of money on what they thought would be my dream bed. But here's the twist. I never slept in it. Not once. Why? Well, that's the story I'm about to tell you. And trust me, it's wilder than you could ever imagine. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's dive into the tale of the most expensive crib I never used. I've noticed only 98% of you who watch haven't subscribed. Come on, guys, show some love and support. Thanks a bunch to those who have already subscribed. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Your Name, and I love sharing stories that are equal parts hilarious, heartfelt, and just a little bit unbelievable. Today's story is all about family, expectations, and the lengths people will go to make you happy, even when it's completely unnecessary. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and drop a comment below telling me what you think about this whole situation. Let's get into it. The grand reveal. It all started when I was about to move into my first apartment. My family, being the over-the-top, love you to the moon and back kind of people they are, decided they wanted to gift me something special. Not just any gift, though. They wanted to get me something that would make my new place feel like home. And by home, they apparently meant a 5-star hotel suite. One weekend, they called me over for what they called a family meeting. Now, in my family, family meetings usually mean one of two things. Either someone's in trouble or someone's about to drop a bombshell. This time, it was the latter. They sat me down all grinning like they just won the lottery and handed me a beautifully wrapped box. Inside was a tiny model of a crib. Not a baby crib, mind you, a full-sized adult crib, and not just any crib. This thing was a masterpiece of modern design, complete with a built-in sound system, mood lighting, and even a mini fridge. Yes, a mini fridge, in a bed. I was speechless. My mom, beaming with pride, said, "We wanted to get you something you'd never forget. Something that would make your new place feel like you." My dad chimed in, "We spared no expense. This is the best of the best." And my siblings, they were just there, nodding along like this was the most normal thing in the world. At first I was touched. I mean, who wouldn't be? My family had gone above and beyond to make me feel special. But then reality set in. Where was I supposed to put this thing? My apartment wasn't exactly a penthouse. And more importantly, why did I need a crib with a mini fridge? Was I supposed to host midnight snack parties in my sleep? The delivery disaster. A few weeks later, the crib arrived. And let me tell you, it was an event. The delivery guys showed up with this massive crate, and it took them forever to get it up the stairs to my apartment. My neighbors were peeking out of their doors, probably wondering if I'd ordered a spaceship or something. When they finally got it inside, the real fun began. Unpacking the crib was like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. There were 1,000,000 pieces, and the instructions might as well have been written in hieroglyphics. My family, of course, insisted on helping, which only made things more chaotic. My dad was convinced he knew what he was doing, but let's just say his track record with IKEA furniture isn't exactly stellar. My mom kept rearranging things because it just doesn't feel right, and my siblings were too busy arguing over who got to plug in the mini fridge to actually help. By the time we finished, the crib looked impressive, I'll give it that. It was sleek, modern, and ridiculously over the top. But as I stood there, staring at this monstrosity in the middle of my tiny apartment, I couldn't help but feel a sense of dread. This wasn't just a bed, it was a statement. A statement that said, I have no idea what to do with my life, but at least I have a cool bed. The first night, that night, I decided to give the crib a try. I mean, my family had spent a small fortune on it, so the least I could do was sleep in it once, right? Wrong. As soon as I climbed in, I realized just how absurd this whole thing was. The mattress was so firm it felt like I was sleeping on a slab of marble. The mood lighting kept flickering because someone, probably my dad, had wired it wrong. And the sound system? Let's just say it was less soothing ocean waves and more dying robot. I lasted about an hour before I gave up and went to sleep on the couch. The next morning, my family called to ask how my first night in the crib was. I lied and said it was amazing. What else could I do? Tell them they'd wasted their money on a bed I hated? No way. I couldn't break their hearts like that. The crib's new purpose. Over the next few weeks, the crib became less of a bed and more of well, I'm not really sure what to call it. A conversation piece? A very expensive laundry hamper? I tried to make it work. I really did. I even hosted a movie night with my friends, thinking we could all pile into the crib and watch something on my laptop. Bad idea. The crib was not designed for group activities unless you count awkwardly bumping elbows and spilling popcorn as a group activity. Eventually, I realized the crib wasn't going to be my bed, but that didn't mean it was useless. I started using it as a workspace, setting up my laptop on the mini fridge and using the mood lighting to set the vibe. It wasn't what my family had intended, but it worked for me. And honestly, I think they were just happy to see me using it at all. The truth comes out, months went by, and the crib became a permanent fixture in my apartment. My family would ask about it every now and then, and I'd always tell them it was great. But deep down, I knew I couldn't keep up the charade forever. One day during a family dinner, my mom casually mentioned how glad she was that I loved the crib so much. That's when I finally came clean. I told them the truth, that I'd never actually slept in the crib, and that while I appreciated the thought, it just wasn't for me. I expected them to be disappointed, maybe even a little hurt, but instead they laughed, like really laughed. My dad said, "We knew it. We just wanted to see how long you'd keep up the act." Turns out they'd had their suspicions all along. They knew me well enough to know that a bed with a mini fridge wasn't exactly my style. So what happened to the crib, you ask? Well, it's still in my apartment, though it's no longer the centerpiece it once was. I've repurposed it as a cozy reading nook, and honestly, it works pretty well for that. As for my family, they've since learned that when it comes to gifts, it's the thought that counts, not the price tag. And I've learned that sometimes it's okay to be honest, even if it means admitting that a crazy expensive crib isn't your thing. Thanks for sticking with me through this wild ride. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you would have done with a crib like that. Would you have slept in it? Turned it into a fort? Let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I've noticed only 98% of you who watch haven't subscribed. Come on, guys, show some love and support. Thanks a bunch to those who have already subscribed. Thanks for sticking with me through this wild ride. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you would have done with a crib like that. Would you have slept in it? Turned it into a fort? Let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.